Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what is? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama Media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bia. Omo fa registered nurses. Drivers are omo GCC license. NFA securities. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoye juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo beye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara e dawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community na omo ne Ashama Timber Market ene din hwe anim ana se fra omo e wo 0599 183083 ana 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 021811 Capstone Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business. Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. Only September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu adjeni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ye mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresa huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, NFA, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
It's like that the Roland was telling me to buy a ticket to go for the cruise. Hey! Like 3,000 something, you go and come and that's a big deal. But Charlie, we are back. We are back. I know you guys have been asking questions why Sammy Flex TV channel has been slow. Yes, it is true. For some time I've not been well. I think the whole of last week. Yeah, the whole of last week I was down, but I was still trying to push in 1 and 2. But now I feel I'm back, fully recovered. So forgive us and forgive me as well. But I can promise you that from tomorrow, every detail will be restored. We are not leaving any stone unturned again. Thanks for your patience. So even because of that, I know the Sammy Flex Connect has been missing for continuous 2 weeks, all because I've not been well, content has not been flowing. Do you know, one of these Nigerian friends came to write a comment. Sammy Flex, that thing I should have screenshot it. Sammy Flex that we have been insulting. Why? We love his content. He's not coming. I missed that point. I actually screenshot that thing for a conversation. Like, what he meant was that, no, we the hate him or we the bash him, but as they come, we miss something. You see, it is what it is. One day it is like that. One day when someone that you think is not worthwhile dies, that is when you know that really and truly you've missed that person. But Charlie, such is life, and we have to continue doing what we've got to do. So in the studio, I have my men seated, Roland Abate in the middle, digital communicator for Shagzi, talent manager, and of course an event publicist, and in Team Dode Solomon for all your digital solutions. Like we keep saying, anytime you contact Intidosu Digital Solutions, Intidosu Legal Solutions, they will surely sort you out. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency. He's on camera. Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show. So once again, for keeping you guys not very active, at least for some 3 days, because it started like from Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it has been down, and even today. But God is good. We have strength. We are fully recovered, so we can do what we've got to do. So thanks so much for always being a part of it. Taptap Send is still here. If you want to send money from abroad to Ghana, use Taptap Send. And let me also add that we just came from a trip. We were in Swedro, Akwambo, Aguna, Abodom. We just came. We were driving from Swedro to Accra. Not from Accra to London. From Swedro to Accra. And we just landed and said, nah, we can't wait any longer. Let's come back to the studio and do what we've got to do, myself and Roland Amate. So we are here to make sure that life continues here on the show. So get an app, Taptap Send on your phone, download it, and let's run away. Let's talk about what everybody is talking about soon. And that is the guys who drove from Accra or Ghana to London. As it stands now, in our media space, that's one of the biggest conversations ongoing. People who are so happy about their achievements, people who think that, wow, this is a big deal and that we need to talk about them. I'm talking about Wanderlust. And as it stands now, I'm asking, what will be the impact of what they have done so far? They have been around doing their things, but unfortunately, nobody was even paying attention. I think it was after this that people started digging them up, and we've realized that, hey, so they've been doing stuff. The other day, I even saw they climbed Mountain Kilimanjaro and all those things. I say, hey, Charlie, like they are real adventure guys. And with this, I'm even scared of what the guys will say they will do next. And we are happy that we have such people also from Ghana. Now I'm asking, what has been the impact of what these guys are doing now? Chabo, Wanderlust, have you been following them?
Yeah, but it's recent, like when Accra to London started.
Okay, so this is, if you check the screen, this is how they started. This is their beginning. At the time that they were about to kick off their journey at the Black Star Square. You can see how they have parked their cars ready to zoom off into London. And as a matter of fact, some of us who have been flying to London for just 6 hours, it took them 16 days to finally arrive there. How they started, and so far, so very, very good. Everybody is talking about it. I'm talking about Wanderlust. Okay, so Kojokin has also joined us. Hey, I'm oh my bread. No wonder one of the cars broke down, or 3 of the cars. Yeah, 3 of the cars broke down. Chabo,
yeah.
What have you heard about them so far?
Well, like after following this, me too. I heard about them doing more stuff than just traveling to London. I mean, I heard they said that they have been to Or like Ghana here, they have gone
Traveled everywhere.
everywhere they have been.
By road.
And even sometimes it's just one of them saying that, oh, I have a funeral to attend, maybe in Paga or something. They will say, we will follow, we will go with you.
Because they just want to drive.
They just want to move around and know what is happening around them and in Ghana as a whole. And then they decided to.
Okay, so on the screen is where they used the ferry.
Yes.
Because in fact, last Saturday I was arguing with Kojo that they couldn't drive from here on the road to London. That it is not possible.
Algeria or somewhere like
they would have to cross
Morocco,
the ferry.
They have to use.
Then the rest they went by road.
Yes.
So that's the only break.
Yes.
Kenya can do. Come on.
Yeah.
So yes, these are the 6 people, and yeah, Richie, this is another angle. So you hold this angle. Let's do the general review. This is another angle.
Yeah. So for them, I think the basic thing is that is for personal fulfillment. They want to have an adventure like that, and they are doing it for their own personal gains. What they think they can do fulfill but when you stretch it, then you can also notice that now there's a form of spotlight on Ghana. I mean, people wants to know more about them and where they come from. So by all means, they will mention Ghana and what is happening in Ghana as well. I mean, if you are introducing them and you say they come from Ghana, you won't end there. You will say 1 or 2 things about Ghana before you talk about them. So that will be the impact. The spotlight will be on Ghana and what we stand for, what we've been doing here, and what they do. But for them to take this journey, it's a personal adventure that they want to do it. I mean, not for any other reason. But the benefit will, by all means, impact Ghana as a whole. For the fact that the eyes will be on Ghana. It's like somebody trying to break Guinness World Record. It's a personal thing, but eye will be on the country that is the person is coming from, and you can apply the same thing to these people. They will not be the first people to attempt something like that or do something like this. I remember one also drove from France to Ghana. That one, he was one person.
He alone?
Yes, from France to Ghana. I remember KSM interviewed him. So
wow, he drove from France to Ghana alone.
Yes, I'm really aware of that one too. So yes, people do that and just share their story. For them, from what I've heard, they were saying that they wanted to get the experience, what people go through when you want to take a journey like that, going through countries and how they will treat you and all that. I think the country that they said they had issue was I think Mauritania or something. And they delayed them for about 8 hours.
I heard that story as well.
And all that. It was sad. But apart from that, they said that they went through other places very nice. So I think they will share their stories. They will tell it for us to know what it takes to go through a place like that or take a journey from Accra to Ghana. Some people it's just for fun. Others too can learn something from it. And in fact, they can even inspire somebody to come out with a movie just based on that, a journey from Accra to London and how it will be like. Whether you are using your own car like they did or we are just hopping in cars and all that and see how it goes. So kudos to them. And again, the impact is that now the spotlight is on Ghana and that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at the other angle that Richie wanted to show earlier that I said he should hold on. Let's take them one after the other. In this angle, we heard that they contacted for Kantanka to sort them out. And here it says, we approached Kantanka for a meeting, but we did not get any support from them. They didn't even give us the time of day. Richard Anim, Wanderlust Ghana, is also saying this. And I'm asking that, looking at the impact they have garnered in the past week, weeks, yes, in the past weeks, that's fine. Can we look at the benefits that companies would have enjoyed if they associated with this?
Yeah, For sure, no doubt about that. But you see, it's not straightforward like that. That's why I will not be surprised that Kantanka will not do it. In fact, the same thing that the other guy, the one who drove from France to Ghana, he said almost the same thing. He said that he tried to approach them if they will give him
Kantanka.
a car. Yeah.
But why are they all approaching Kantanka?
Because for them, they think that they want to put the spotlight on Kantanka as a car manufacturing company and hoping to push the agenda that Kantanka is as good as any car if you want to do a long journey or even drive around. It sounds nice, but what it will take to do that, I think Kantanka is not ready to do it. The point is that
what will it take?
The cars, the cost of the car, and even taking advantage of it means that you have to pay more money to publicize it. So it will not
I don't
be.
get you. So the cost of the car.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
If you give the car to them, yes, there's a cost here, because
they are giving you this car more or less like an exhibition.
Yeah.
So it's not as if they've even dashed you.
Wow.
Use it for the trip, for the whatever you want to do, but it's not for you.
Okay, let's take it. That's how it will be. I was assuming that
no,
not
necessarily.
Okay, so even if they want them to use it as an exhibition, fine. But here is the case: if they go and the car gets spoiled or something, like if anything happen at all, it will come back to Kantanka in a negative way. So he couldn't do it and all that. So
but some of the cars also broke down, even those two.
Yeah, for them, they have established their names already.
Okay.
Kantanka cannot afford to go through that. That would be the end of the company. So even if they will attempt that, they have to find a way to test it, whether their car can indeed resist. That's one thing.
Yeah.
And again, they have to pay money to publicize it besides what the guys will do. Kantanka will have to do more, otherwise they won't get the benefit of it. So for me, I think they are thinking about the cost of it. That's why they are not ready to push it now. And Kantanka is also not so big to compete with the other ones. In fact, if they really wanted to get sponsorship, I mean, they could have also approached Toyota and other ones.
Yeah, that's
using
what I was
their
thinking.
cars. Yes, but it's for them. I think it's about let's put a spotlight on our own, kind of. But your own too may not have what it takes. I mean, if indeed you want to go all out for them, then you can go and buy one of their cars and then use it for the trip. That one, it will not be as if they are behind it, and if anything at all happens, they may have a way to defend it. But if they are in it with you, and they said some 2 or 3 cars broke down, and for come on.
Well, well, so this is it. What do you also have to say about the guys who did this trip and the information in there? Kojo, continue from there. We are talking about the impact, and maybe you can look at the Kantanka angle as well. This is Asda, and Asda is in London, of course. I know this. I'm sure this is when they arrived in London, doing their ride drive. Wow.
It looks like it's still going.
No, this Asda, yeah, this Asda. London for real.
Is an Instagram. It's not too.
This is Asda, man. Well, let's listen to it.
I think I see a group of Ghanaians who are ready to explore, who are daring, adventurous, and also have their country at heart. Because when you listen to them, they say they want to raise funds to support the less privileged in Ghana.
In doing this?
Yes, that is the main goal.
Okay.
So they want to get their attention and use that attention to raise funds to come and establish certain areas or less privileged people in Ghana, which is a good call. And in an age like this, social media age like this, technology, internet, where the world is connected, you can never do this and not get the world's attention. So definitely they know that when they embark on this journey, which is not a common phenomenon, definitely they will catch attention and they will leverage on that to do what they want to do. At a point when they were speaking to, I think the DWTV or BBC. Exactly. For what will you do for BBC to get the attention of BBC? It is some of
for about 5 minutes.
Exactly, it's some of these things, and the host was even willing to host them when they come to the UK. So when they go on TV and whatever they want to achieve, when they put the call through, they can get a lot of people who want to support, and so they have to go through this tedious task so that they can get their attention, then sell the mileage in there to get what they want. And so kudos to them. It is not easy. It is not an easy task. It is something that I would love to do. Yes, because life is about it. Some people are living life the normal way, the regular way. Some other people also want to explore, do their own thing.
That's why you went to do that nonsense in Dubai.
Exactly. So me, every shit in Dubai, I wanted to do it. If you're afraid, I don't fear, because now I'm proud of myself because I did it. Some people couldn't. But you are afraid of your hometown.
Chamo couldn't do it. Yeah, I did
it. I didn't want to do it. But there's a difference.
Not that you can't do it.
There's a difference. No, it's true. No. If I tried and I couldn't do it, it's different.
No, if you try, you do it.
I didn't even try. So why then do you
say that? If you enter, you go.
So say it right. Because I didn't
There's
even
nothing
try.
like you try and you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you enter the tunnel, you
Yes,
go.
I didn't want to do
And
it.
so
So
it's the same thing.
No,
Okay.
it's not the
This is
same.
a nice way to say you are bold. Yeah, what's up?
You go again and you do it this time.
I'll do it like 4 or 5 times. I didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to do it.
How can you tell me?
Continue.
It's good. Adventure is always good because the experience you get, yes, not many people will get that experience because there are risk. People will think about risk. I remember when Chairman General was interviewing them, he was bringing all the dangers and all of that. But these guys were like, no, we are ready for it. You don't care. Because there are certain borders that you can face challenges that can be disastrous. But these guys put all of them aside and they pursue the goal. And it's a lot of motivation to people that whatever you set out your eyes to do, you can achieve it. And lo and behold, they have achieved it. And I'm sure through that, they'll be able to raise the funds for people to, yes, because now they have the attention. Everybody is talking about them. With the benefits and the impact, aside what they want to achieve, even I want to believe now they can contact those automobile companies whose vehicles they used for this journey. It is a good credibility test for the brands. For people to know that, okay, for 10,000 miles, 10,000 kilometers for a period of days from Ghana to London, it means these products are very good, especially more that some cars broke down. So it tells you that the number of cars that were able to make it through the journey, they are durable. And so it is a way that they can approach them and they can get business. I want to believe those cars can sponsor them. Maybe their next trip, anywhere they want to go, they will be able to sponsor them, maybe come and shoot a documentary for their brands. And that is also a big deal. With the Kantanka bits, I want to believe they didn't see the light, as in what these young men were trying to do. They were so pessimistic, probably, they can't even do it. Maybe they want to just try it and it wouldn't work. Because in either way, if maybe the car breaks down, that is also news. It means you have tested the durability of your car. Okay, now,
but this news will be.
No, there's nothing like.
And you know how people will spin it. They will spin it and say, "Oh, it means the car is not good. You cannot even use it to travel." And
okay, now that they know that it is good, have they bought it?
Now that they know how.
now that you haven't tested it to know whether it's good or bad, have they bought it?
They've not.
Exactly. So you forget about them. Ghanaians will always be Ghanaians.
It's just like Chemu and the adventure.
They just don't want today. Forget about Ghanaians. And I also feel like Kantanka as a brand has not done much for itself in terms of publicity and all of that. It is not doing much for itself. Aside all this laughable comments from Ghanaians and all of that, they also put him in the news. So it is about you to put the fact out. This is what Ghanaians are saying. So they are saying the car speaks and Komachi and blah, 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 blah. You try it, you do something that shows that it is not so. And in an era, all these automobile companies, they face these challenges from competitors. Most of them try to compare. They put out propaganda messages about them. But because they also have a way of putting their things out. So imagine it was able to cover a certain amount of kilometers. It shows that the product is good. What if it were able to go through the whole phase? And a car breaking down doesn't mean it is not good. A lot of other factors contribute.
Yeah.
So it might not be necessary that the cars that broke down was not durable or not. It could be that the car from setting off had some basic issues.
Yeah.
So it's just arose on the way. So it was a good opportunity that this guy saw that yes, this brand is good. They need that capacity to also compete.
Okay.
And so throwing light on it. Why is it that we are talking about Kantanka? Because it is from here. And so being part of it would have been a huge mileage that I think they are suffering. Because I don't see the hard work the marketing team are doing. A lot of things that they're supposed to. Mostly when they are in the news, it's about publicity, which may not be. People picking on them and all of that. That's when they get into the news, or they are having their annual celebrations, then they will parade some of their vehicles and all of that. So they could have taken advantage of that for us to see that, okay, this car is also durable.
All right.
And all of that.
Continue from there. Let me also get what you think about it. And CNN also reports that doing it for Ghana, man's epic 4,900-mile road trip from Paris to Accra. Okay, I'm sure this was the story Chemo was talking about.
He did it and KSM interviewed him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So flying from Paris to Accra takes 6 hours.
Yeah.
And, hey,
20.
6 hours? No.
Flying.
No. Okay. Yes, this time
He said direct.
Direct,
Flying
yes.
direct, yeah.
Yes. But why fly when you can drive? Okay, so I think that is what it's. In fact, initially I thought it was driving. I'm not like this one. I would have doubted with everything. No, I would have doubted with everything within me. Sure.
But I mean, first of all, let me say congratulations to them. It feels good if you have an adventurous spirit like that. Yes, and one thing that the moment I saw like the thing started trending online, the first thing that came to mind was the cost involved. Because yes, I also tried. I have the Roland Adventure where I try to go to certain places just for that experience. I've been to the Valley Falls in the Bota region. I've been to Chenku Falls in Dodua. I've been to the Accra Zoo. I've been to there's one museum. Yes, one of the Cape Coast. I don't know why he's laughing.
Like you go and watch or you go and partake in.
Yes, there are activities there. No, you see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That is sightseeing.
No, it depends on how.
But it's still adventure.
He traveled. He's in Accra. Going to Cape Coast is a problem.
Let's not belittle adventure. Shit. Water slide. The most tallest water slide.
Concert party.
People
do canopy walks, and it is still an adventure.
Yes, canopy walk is an adventure.
Now my catcher said me be.
Well, go ahead. I don't cry.
After the hours as someone.
He went to the zoo.
Zoo is adventure.
Jatari. The last somebody went to the zoo. The last time somebody went to the zoo, you could interview like.
Go ahead.
So me, the first thing that came to mind was the cost involved. In fact, it is no joke. it is no joke if people think like that, like moving from one place to the other, especially on a journey like this, is just like, oh, what recently came with Hilda Bassi and her cooking marathon. Like, I'll just do some, or I can do some. It is no joke. And another thing also has to do with the borders and especially the African borders and traveling within Africa. Shows that yes, traveling within Africa is actually a little expensive and also tiring, very, very stressful, especially when you ask about the experiences with people traveling even in like across the African continent. You realize that the hustling at the borders were no joke. And sometimes it is sad that as Africans we treat ourselves this way. Yes, somebody may say that, oh yes, they need to make sure, because they are security zones, they need to make sure entry and exiting are all done safely and right. But then sometimes you ask yourself, especially if you experience some of these things. I've experienced one of it, just to go here now, it's no joke. Or even the Cote d'Ivoire border is no joke. And some of these things you ask yourself as Africans, and Charlie, some of the things that people would have to go through. Woody Maya is even an example. Some of the experiences is even had even at the airport, within the African continent, and it's quite tiring. So
now the borders.
Yes, the borders is very, very stressful and sad. Now to the people and what they have achieved. I think I was listening to one of their interviews, and they also mentioned about the fact that they had to do an extensive research into this particular adventure, and also even security wise, they had to inform some of their security, personnel, colleagues, and seek advice.
Oh, I see.
Even from people who have had experiences across most of the borders that they wanted to go through. So they know, okay, in this particular town, you wouldn't find it easy. And these people are very, call it? Yes, these people are this, these people are that. So you know where, like, you'll be safe and where to be on guard. They had to go through all those checks, all those things before. And I think one also mentioned the fact that they had to keep tabs on them, as in they pin their locations and send it to these security guys, so they keep track with their whole journey.
Oh,
yes, yes. So that when somebody locks along the line, they know where the person is situated. Exactly. Which is why at a point they update and they say, oh, maybe this person was not able to go through this point. This person was left off at this point. This person was I think one person couldn't move from Europe to the UK because of visa issues. Yes. So yeah, it had its own challenges and that. So I would say congratulations to them, and also for the benefits that it is going to give them. As the personal fulfillment is one that, yes, I feel would override any other. The other ones that has to do with the charity and whatever other motives or benefits that the country is going to enjoy. I think the personal fulfillment to them is what I share in personally. Because if you see some of these things, or you wish to have some of these adventure and you get them, or you are able to fulfill them, that personal joy, that personal fulfillment is one thing that overrides everything. And I would say congratulations to them for the Kantanka issue there. Well, I think it is just business risk, and how anybody or any entity are able to actually assess their risk and how they deal with them. I wouldn't fault them so much, because for whatever reason that they rejected this, probably in their business eyes, they didn't see what the people were seeing. And if you ask me, yes, I tell you, it wouldn't be only Kantanka to turn this down. If you take about 10 business, I can tell you, like, if not half or more than half will turn it down, because you see, these people have been doing it, yes, we know, for quite some time. But what was actually the huge evidence to it? You understand? And even with this, when they were about to leave, one of them said they didn't even announce it.
Okay.
They didn't announce it. They had to do it coolly, because they say yes. So one of the trips, like the normal route that when you check on Google, it will give you through the Niger route and all that, they had to skip that route because of the ongoing conflict in that zones.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it took them a little longer for them to also travel certain routes to get there. So yes, in the business eye, I would say now is the time where the publicity that they've had, is when they will be able to receive, or companies will be able to receive them in that match. It shows how sometimes.
But I'm not sure they'll be able to do London again.
Well, but they said their next adventure will be in Cape Town, that is in South Africa. So I'm sure other companies would now who have now seen the light would like to come on board, and now they also have leverage to also call a higher demand if some of these companies come, because now they have what it takes to call a higher shot. Probably if they had approached Kantanka, their demands would have been maybe a little on the low, but now any company that would want to associate would not come cheap. It will definitely come with a higher price than before. So congratulations to them.
Now, let me ask you guys one question. In their next adventure, should they be proud announcing it indiscriminately? And I'm asking this question because of security. I don't know where they will be passing, but should some people capture them somewhere? Yes, don't laugh at it. It is serious. It is serious, man. Should some people capture them, put some task on their head, or put some money on their head? Should they be flying just any information out? Chamo?
Yes, they will be safer announcing it than not announcing it. Yes.
Because that's why if somebody
when eyes are on them, people. Even
but I know there are some groups who also want to attack such things rather.
Yeah.
For them to also be popular.
Majority of people, even criminals, they are reasonable, and they let some of these things go. I mean, some famous people were not robbed because they were famous. They see you and go like, hey, it's you, okay, go, that kind of thing. They are also human beings and they have the same instinct. Sometimes they will even let them go. We have few criminals who target popular people for ransom and all that. But those people, they don't target the ones that eyes are on. In fact, because eyes are on them, people will feel that there are security people around. So reasonable criminals will not even attempt it. Even if there are no criminals there are no security people following them. Reasonable criminals will not venture. So it will be better for them to even announce it than to go without saying anything. That will be more riskier. So for me, I think it will be best if they even announce it.
Kojo, what do you also think about security in putting out every detail out?
That makes it an adventure. Yes. So all these risks are involved. That is when, if you think you can do it, go and try it, because they have gone through all these security threats and all of that, and I think they are also aware, so they put in measures and all of that, just that they are on the road. So if you think nobody is watching, they have certain things that they have put in place. And yes, anybody can think about it. Yes, people can decide to capture them for a ransom, but that is part of the game. That makes it an adventure. So anytime they want to go, yes, they can either, now that the attention is there, now I think they can even give a date and all of that, and also beef up their security intelligence and all of that. But it will be better they announce, or if they don't, maybe along the way they will put out information that they are on the way doing that.
Okay, Rose, so you take it from Guinness Book of Record angle, since they have exhausted the security topic.
Yeah, of course.
Could they have applied and got it?
Well, it goes both ways. There are certain records that didn't exist and people did it, or like made it happen, and the Guinness Book of Records adopted those records into their system. It happens even in football. There are so many records that, especially with even one is with Asamoah and all that. Like when you do it or it doesn't exist and you do it, it is being taken into account. So it depends on what you are doing actually. If the record is already there and you are attempting to break that particular record, then that is where you need to officially write to them. Other than that, if it is something that doesn't exist and you want to do it, it is not so strict for you to officially write to them before attempting, unless the adventure that they are about to take or they are planning to do doesn't exist and they want to set it as a record. Then they can equally write to them and let them officially know that, okay, we are trying to, or we are attempting to set this record. So take it into account, and whenever we are able to achieve it, you record it. Then it will be good. That being said, I think for whatever reason, their next adventure there, now this is the time for them to publicize this the more. Yes, because if you don't, if they don't do it, it will be to their own disadvantage. That means the hype that they've gotten now is going to go waste. Because the more you publicize it, that is when other people would also come on board. And for security reasons, yes, even when they did it on the low ground, they were highly security conscious. Not now that you are publicizing it. Then definitely your security level or intelligence needs to go up. So if when they were on the low, they were even able to keep tracks with their security people who were like taking note of their journey. Now that everybody knows, definitely they would have to announce it and let their security intelligence be.
All right, so I'm trying to do Guinness World Record longest driving, but looks like I'm not getting the information longest driving.
Well, I doubt if you have one like that, because many people have done something similar. Even
Okay, I've seen one here. It says longest road trip,
okay,
460,477 miles, having shipped their Toyota Land Cruiser from Iceland to New York. Swiss couple Emil and Liliana Smith embarked on a journey that has seen them drive nearly 500,000 miles across 186 countries.
that's
500,000 miles
yeah.
across 186.
Case closed.
That's crazy.
Case closed. Yeah, boom.
And so that was recorded as of April 2017. The longest driven journey is 741,000 kilometers. 741,065 kilometers.
That's
741.
it's serious.
And our people did 10,000.
This is crazy.
Bien, pardon.
Interesting. I'm sure that's why they did not even think it. Well, maybe they are smart guys. They would have checked. They would check. No. Somebody has done 700,000.
Let's not care.
700,000. Hey, the 10,000.
10,007.
They are going to
700.
and they drove through 186
Maybe
countries.
walking will do. If you are walking.
Well, that's it. That's it. So once again, congratulations. They are in London now. I hear they'll be going for Ghana party in the park, and they'll be doing some dinner, balls here and there to raise some funds. So to those in London, go there and let's go support them. In fact, I saw someone's comment that suggested that the arrival was not really met by good cheers as we were all expecting. They felt that if it had been some other people and the way they landed, like the applause would be higher. But our people, just a handful of people were there to meet them. So, but I agree.
I disagree.
Chamo, I agree, because everybody in London knew this was going to happen, and they knew where they were going. They actually made that noise, so they could have gone there in their colors, in their Ghana colors, and welcome them.
If you want to make something like that, it's about organization. It's about promotion. Were they in that position, or did they do something like that? I mean, you can't just say that, oh, there's a Ghanaian coming driving from Accra to London, so let's go and meet him. No.
Someone that BBC has even highlighted.
You have to give more reason for people to come out. So you have to do publicity. You have to, give people reason to come and meet that person. Because if like right now somebody says that, oh, there's a Ghanaian riding bicycle from Paris to Ghana, do you think I'll go and see that person? No. What will be my reason? If you give me a better reason, why not? I will go. But as I sit here now with my mentality, I will not go and see somebody like that. So if they want something like that, or if you want something like that, I think right from the onset, the time that they left here, then they will be pushing for that thing. So people will be organizing in London that people are coming, let's go and meet them, give reasons, and people will come like you are saying, just to welcome them, just to give them support. Better reason like that, people will come out. But when you get there, or just a day to get there, and people are talking about it, and you want a good number of people to come and meet you, it won't happen.
I'm sure even the mentioning of the party in the park, that when they arrive in London they will be going to that event. If they had said it earlier, I am also here asking myself, okay, so what happened to the organizers of party in the park? Because that was a huge publicity for them that they could have capitalized and even like gather some and try to come and meet them at their meeting point or their arrival point.
That's fine. So we wish them well. We want more of such adventure. Kojo King says he would want to be a part of it, so you guys should put him in starting for
well, but for the records, they spent a lot of money.
Yes.
And those who were part of it also contributed. So I'm giving you the facts and the reality. Yes, so maybe somebody wants to help, and you don't want to, so you get the money to do it.
Yes.
Okay. Then I think we should just
over the weekend, we also saw the launch of Ghana Music Awards UK. Congratulations to the team. This is one of the launch that was really beautiful at the Labadi Beach Resort, right? Labadi Beach Hotel, yes. We were there to witness the launch. It was beautiful, and as it stands now, I don't know, some photos, some videos that my people have seen. Hey, DJ Azonto is still doing these things. Yay! No, your nomination video. Or I'll go through the nomination list to see if Azonto was nominated. Despite
obviously, Faniform will be in there.
Okay. And then there are there. Oh, he was here. Where is it? Hip Life Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Hip Life Hip Hop Artist of the Year. DJ Azonto was nominated. Best Rapper of the Year, Medikal, Strongman, Sarkodie, Amrado, and Baroni, Lyrical Joe. And it goes on like that. What have you seen so far? Whilst Richard will continue to show us some of the cuts and maybe some videos. In fact, one video that really trended was the arrival of Shatawale and his team at the venue. It was really all over online, the grand entry. But so far, how did you see this year's launch? I know you were not there.
Yeah, I think I've seen positive reviews online.
Okay.
A lot of industry stakeholders are speaking well of the organization. And so it tells me that yes, it was well done. Looking at the setup and also the dignitaries that were present, industry stakeholders were present, and the news around tells you that yes, it was a well organized event with a little performance and all of that. Looking at where they have, how far they have come, Ghana Music Awards UK for 8 years and organizing 7 events out of 8 years. I think it is not a bad feat, and we know that when you talk of awards in Ghana, they are very strong in there. So it was another good year for them to do what they know doing best. And so far, all the comments that I've heard online tells that it was a great event, and we are all waiting for the final event in London, where people will see who wins what, or who is giving the major crown, the main crown, that is the Artist of the Year category. So far, I think people will now zoom into the nominees proper and see who was supposed to be there, who was not supposed to be there.
But I've not heard that conversation yet. Is it people are skipping that?
No, because it was Saturday, and
no, it was Friday.
Friday, okay, Friday. Yeah, so definitely Saturday there will be some activity.
But I've not seen any.
I think from today onwards,
it will start.
I think people will zoom into it, and we'll see.
Has that been happening with most of these foreign-based awards?
No.
I think I see less of weighing deserved with most of them.
Yeah.
I think,
and me, I know why.
I think either people are ignoring them.
No, we're not ignoring them. We know why.
Why? What is it?
If you like, don't laugh at the rich man's joke.
The beside.
Don't laugh at the rich man's joke. You go and say it.
Well, but they have to be real. I'm waiting. So.
If you like, don't laugh at the rich man's joke. You go hungry.
That's why if you criticize them.
No, but have you seen any yet?
Have you seen?
Have you seen any yet? If VGMA does it right now, you see it.
But
if Today Music does it,
but
right now,
I think
with almost all the foreign awards, Ghana Music Awards USA, I've not seen some with no, this one doesn't deserve it. Even the people who win cry, they don't even argue.
I think it would have been it would have been at the
like when someone wins, nobody argues. I said any of these, but if you like give at the end of the day to whoever.
I think
if you take Azonto out of popular song of the year, you will say
no, you said it. At least you've nominated any properties.
Yes.
You use that to leverage himself and lobby himself.
But not everybody can get there. It's not everybody that can give visa. So I think you have to be free. You have to be free and say it. Not everybody can go. Yes. Not everybody can go. So, and I think if that environment is also created, it will benefit the event, because some of these conversations throws more light on the event. All these euphoria around the VGMA that makes it more. That makes the event more commercial. It's as a result of some of these controversies. People having discussion, the talkabilities about who was supposed to be in a category, who was not supposed to be there. It all adds to the viability of the event. So I think if they can engineer some of these conversations, I think it will be better. There should be talkabilities. It's like then people are snobbing or ignoring it. A major event like this happens and we don't hear talkabilities about it. People are not talking about it.
Did you guys not discuss it on your platforms over the weekend? You guys did not discuss it?
Saturday, no. We didn't discuss it.
Wow! All the major showbiz programs.
They didn't.
They didn't discuss
well, no,
yeah.
The rich man's joke.
Yeah, so it should be like that. I think they should discuss it. If they themselves can get some platforms or contact some presenters who
create some convo.
Exactly. Yeah, so people should share the ideas. I don't think pundits will have issues with them because of a visa, so he wouldn't say whatever he wants to say. And by so doing, it also put the organization in check. Yes, because it's an award scheme for Ghana, so there should be that conversation, so that if there's something that organizers are not doing right, yes, they can also be on their feet, as it has been done to the VGMA, and that has been the reason why we see certain changes and all of that. So if it's like, okay, we are the boss, nobody's talking about us because of certain things that they might lose, then it's also not good for the event. Although we see maybe certain mistakes, but we wouldn't say it by the fear of not boarding the plane or whatever. So I think it should, because it has come of age. 7 years, it's not a joke.
Wow.
What they are doing is very great.
Chemo, the reviews, the impact, and what do you also think why media people or the platforms are not really discussing the issues?
Yeah, I think it's a two. I think it's two-way thing. I mean, one being that some people don't feel that they will get chance to be part of it, as in even going there in the first place. So those people may not pay attention that much unless you are inducing them or motivating them in a certain way for them to talk about it. And again, those who are part of it or who think that they have a better chance of going will also be careful about what they say. But I think it's not because they want, if they criticize it, they won't get opportunity to go there. That's why they are not talking. I think the motivation is that it will not be done here. And again, if they don't have any plans of going in there, then the motivation to talk about it will be low. I went there.
our man. You can be Afrobeats, Afropop artist of the year. Okay. Hey, Raskin Bobo One. This is my guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Chamo, you look at artist of the year later. Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's because the participation in here is low. Like people in here taking part of it. The journalists and other people is really low, so the motivation to talk about it will obviously go down. I think it will not be in fact they can't give every journalist in Ghana an invitation to participate, and those who will not get invitation to go will be hesitant, like they will hesitate to talk about it. Unless you
those who feel they are not part
of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it looks like it's a clique.
Yeah.
So others will also like, okay, we are not
part of it. Yeah. So unless you motivate them beyond just talking about entertainment stuff, so I think that's why they are not talking now. So if Alodia and his team, in fact you are in there.
Exactly.
If you want more people to talk about it, I think you guys have to induce.
Because in fact I was thinking it was going to be discussed all over on Saturday.
Even the major ones they didn't.
Thursday.
At where?
On PCF.
Oh, okay. But after the
that I didn't listen.
you didn't listen. Okay, maybe. Okay.
But I think it was on the low side. The few ones that I monitored, I didn't hear anything about it. Yeah. So and I think it's because it's outside there. So you guys have to do more to get people talking about it here, because it will not take place here. People will not have that natural instinct to just talk about it because they will be part of it. They will go there, they will do their own thing. It's not like that. Like if you compare it to VGM, a lot of people feel that they are part of it. They will go there, they will do their own thing. So they will talk about it for people just to notice that they will be there and all that. But in this case, they don't have that motivation. So I think Alodia and his team should work hard to, induce people if it's the right way to talk about it, and it will help. I mean, it's helping. After doing it for about 7 years, this is huge, and it will not. It's not an easy thing to do. Yes, so to do it for about 7 years, I think he has done well, and we have to do whatever within our power or our means to support it. We can't just end it here, and it is helping. Yeah. I mean, I have one direct person that even if I don't know anybody at all who has benefited
from it,
huge from yes, from this one. And the guy was just here. Then you were interviewing him.
Oh yeah.
I think it has changed his life. So so this is a good. It's a good thing. So it's a good thing. And we have to support it. Yeah.
All right. So Chemo is talking about one artist like that, a veteran hip life artist who is even currently based in the USA. Sorry, in the UK. Yeah. Well, I get it though.
Yeah.
I am also happy with sponsorship this year for the scheme. Looks like this year they had good sponsorship. they had good sponsorship. And though when I went there, I did not see more like top musicians. I heard some few names. I'm sure I wouldn't see all of them even if they came. I heard D Black was there, Keche was there.
Episode was there.
Who?
Episode
was there. Of course.
Was there.
Shatawale, as one of Ghana's biggest, also came through. It was beautiful. But most of our biggest artists are even outside of Ghana. So that representation that came on the day, I think was good. Yeah. Because Black Sheriff is not in Ghana as well. So all those who came, I think it was good. It was colorful this year, at least. They had more important personalities at the launch, and it was very inspirational. Yeah.
That's congratulations to Alodia and his team. I think so doing this for 7 good years without profits there, the motivation, we don't know where it's coming
without
from.
profit.
Oh yeah, yes.
Is that what he's saying?
Oh yes, of course. Ask Alodia anytime, any day.
Kosu.
The motivation, we still need to motivate them because yes, this is one of the pillars of the
yeah, but it's without profit.
Oh yeah.
They put in more than
they get out.
Comedians and when I do
and only question.
No, I
think Chemo is clear with that. Maybe I would have to bring Alodia here then to ask him. Yeah. Because to be frank, from what I see, what goes into it there, it's not what they get. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The motivation.
There are so many people doing businesses like that. So many people.
And for 7 years. Let's do that.
The motivation is supernatural.
I can use one media house that I'm attached to as an example. Yes.
Yeah, for media,
that one it will be the same thing. But me, I will not believe that they are. I'm not taking the media house too. I'm not taking that reason.
You're not taking it?
Yes, that they will run at a loss.
They are not making profit.
They are not making profit.
Yes,
and they will still
be making
loss. They are not losing.
Are they making loss?
But if you are not making profit, what does it mean?
No, you can break
No. When, for instance, maybe your expenditure outweighs your
your income. That's what I'm saying. If you are not making profit, it doesn't automatically mean you are making loss.
From just that business or with the attached business still not making anything.
Where attached business means what?
Like we are Xylophone FM now or Men's Good. Munkani you.
Let me say congratulations to the Ghana Music Awards UK team. In fact, I think this year's launch and nominees announcements, the organization and everything was on point compared to last year. I think last year the whole place, the auditorium was a little smaller.
Wasn't it the same place?
Last year,
the same place.
And the place was overcrowded.
So maybe they opened up this time it was tricky.
And yes, that's so it made the whole.
No. I don't know which one you attended.
Last year.
There was once we attended that we met by Councillor Utron. That one too was very overcrowded.
Like two
the last year one.
Okay, then that was the same venue.
Yeah, the same venue.
In the auditorium, and I think the organization was on point, and I also like the attendance. In fact, the upcoming, the middle, some of the hottest artists we have in the system now, as well as some of the big artists we have, and the whole media representation and everything showed that yes, the industry have their eyes on such a scheme. And also, I think one thing that has made talkability about this whole thing after the announcement on the law has to do with information available. I think that is one aspect that the whole team has not taken into account, because I got so many people calling me as a Saturday evening asking me whether they've been nominated or not, because they didn't know.
And they were not seeing
anything
anywhere
online. on their official pages. You know, on the night, yes, you may play all the nominees.
But they don't play all such places.
Even
they just play the top ones.
Even the ones that you play, it is not everybody that will pay attention. Some people might even come as at the time. Some people might also even find themselves entirely at the red carpet area and might not even pay attention to most of the activities, coupled with the networking, the frenzy, and the performances and all that. So many people wouldn't pay attention. So if immediately after the event that information is lacking, yes, some media houses would love to have a discussion on it, but what will give that discussion life is if you know who is being nominated in the scheme.
Even the next morning,
of course,
I said, I think I go to see it around
afternoon,
late afternoon,
around 2,
because
around 2 that way.
On Peace FM, Alodia said yes, there are about 42 categories, so they can't mention all.
Yeah.
So immediately after the event, people should log it, and this thing should be set there. It should go like they should set time on it. The moment the thing finished and it's there. I don't know how.
Because I remember Saturday morning, I was on their official website searching through, it wasn't there. And even evening, I still had people calling me. So I was like, yes, perhaps that is the reason why most people didn't even have a discussion on it. Because if you are going to discuss it, it's only going to be based on the attendance. And that wouldn't give, after that discussion, people will ask, so who was nominated for which category? And if you don't have that answer, then it is better you don't even start the conversation at all. So I think moving forward, the organizers can also do it. Other than that, I am also happy about the sponsorship bit, and also the fact that, yes, 7 years running, they are still doing it with enough motivation. Congratulations to them.
Okay, so let's look at the Artist of the Year category. Richie. Let's see what is there. And I asked my views of my people what or who they see to be the guy to carry the day. Black Sheriff is there. PSA Esther is there. Stonebwoy is there. Sarkodie is there. King The Promise is there. And Sha Awale is also here. Artist of the Year. Chamo, how do you, I remember Black Sheriff is the title holder though.
Yeah, but
he won.
Still, it will be between PSA Esther and Black Sheriff.
Black Sheriff again, huh?
Yes, but if PSA Esther can do her magic that she did here, I think this time around she can win.
Her magic that she did here. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Like the
that campaign
going every place.
And I remember that she just filmed a venue in UK.
Yes. So if she can do same thing there.
But well, the year that Black Sheriff also has played in UK.
Yeah, but I'm talking about who will be pushing for it, who will be publicizing.
But PSA's venue was bigger. I think Black Sheriff was about 800 capacity or so.
The first concert.
PSA started 2000.
So the contest are the same people. They will be the top 2 for me, and I think PSA Esther, if they can plan and like do that huge publicity as she did here in Ghana, it's likely that she may win. But if I just have to compare their music and what the impact that they are having right now, then still Black Sheriff is likely to take at the end of the day. Yeah.
Wow. Well, Kodo, Artist of the Year.
Yeah, Black Sheriff will win.
Back to back.
Yeah, because it is slightly different with the VGMAs. They are more focused on like Ghana more and other part. But this part, Ghana Music Awards UK, they look at your impact in the UK and Ghana
in Europe as well.
Exactly. So when you check the two between PSA and Blacko, you could see that Blacko has Ghana and also the UK probably more than PSA. Because when you check his songs and the kind of attention it gets over there, probably straightforward, it is more than that of PSA's YME. It wouldn't be surprising even somebody like Stonebwoy may get the UK appeal more than PSA because of the metrics here. So this case, unless they want to like decide to choose a different winner. As in, we don't want people to feel like we have repeated what the VGMA did. So we want a different winner. Other than that, Blacko all the way.
Even being the ultimate winner last year.
For
Ghana Music
he
Award.
won the last year.
He won last year.
Hey, and one year win. Oh,
he won last year.
Then, and the meet me. Because he won last year and never even acknowledged it. They didn't post it. Oh my God! Then this is Charlie. They should
open the eyes.
Show him purpose more. Everyone in the category is a potential winner. So this one they should. Oh, we real few cry.
Well, artist of the year.
Alhamdulillah.
You're not gonna take up.
But I'm going to take up. Yes, I also believe that the competition is between PSA Esther and Black Sheriff.
Okay.
But like I always say, the politics involved is what will determine. And looking at the fact that PSA just finished a show in London.
Her show is fresh.
Yes, not long ago. That is registered more in the minds of people.
And
The connection.
she's still around.
And she's still around.
And that thing PCS started was a big winner.
Exactly.
For that video, I've seen so many people going there and failing.
And I have seen how PSA Star always tries to use every opportunity to canvas for support and in everything that she's competing for. I remember VGMA's Charlie when she was nominated, every opportunity. So I am tempted to believe that yes, even at this time, as she's still in the UK, and when she gets this news that she's been nominated in this particular scheme, that is where the whole conversation will start with her. So yes, PSA has, as it stands, PSA has very good politics on her side.
Okay.
Yes, and Black Sheriff would have to do more, like the other time, to be able to beat PSA start to it. So that's how I see the dynamics. But it is between them, like PSA Star and Black Sheriff. Okay. Somebody like Stonebwoy can pull a surprise, but I am looking at Kim Promise doing that Stonebwoy, if you ask me.
Well, we wish all of them well, and congrats to the team, management, and board of Ghana Music Awards UK. I know it has been a tedious work for us to get this result, so I want to say big ups to all the people who were part of it, and we are waiting for 7th October, where the main event will be happening in UK. Publicity for the event will surely start later, but so far, those who are looking for votes, I think that one has started. So if you were nominated, then you have to start canvassing for votes, and let's see what will happen to you. Who knows? You might be a lucky winner in one of the categories. Now let's do these two stories together and run away from here. At least we are back, and this week is going to be very busy, so just keep your eyes fixated here and let's see what the good Lord will do to us. Number one, once again, I've seen people applauding Medikal and saying that really and truly Medikal is a gentleman, just as it happened during his encounter with Michi some months ago. Yes, some months ago. I think that was April. So some months ago in Xylophone Media headquarters, just as it happened, people are saying, wow, Medikal has proven once again that he is gentle. Maybe Richie can show the video, then I do the analysis on this. So whilst Medikal was performing, I think this was at the Wembley Park performance, whilst Medikal was performing, all of a sudden some guy came from nowhere, held Medikal by his jacket and held his microphone. And I don't know what he was looking for. Like held his microphone and he was just there. And everybody is saying if it had been any other artist, like they would go chop this guy some slap. But Medikal just looked at his face and just took his mic and just ignored him. And once again, people are asking, first of all, that one, he's a gentle guy. He didn't misbehave with this action. Others have also blamed his management and security as well. That, what were you guys doing? that you allowed this guy to just come all the way. Look at how he was comfortably doing it. He was not, you know, there are some people who rush to come and do it and they run. But this guy was so comfortable when he finished it. And he was
still on the stage.
So people are also blaming the management and all those people for this mess, and it is really sad. It's really sad. That is point one. Point two is another beautiful video that we've seen, where Stonebwoy was seen dancing with his children during his tour at the Summer Fest. And many people are loving the summer stage rather, and many people are loving it, like, wow, because we have seen videos and photos of Stonebwoy being on a tour with his children, and they did not just go on a tour with him, but rather they also appeared on stage with him, doing some dance moves with him, and the video has been going viral. People are really loving it. The fact that the children were also on the stage dancing and busily doing their thing. Oh my God, this is cute, man. Yeah. She understood the assignment. Oh, this was so beautiful, man. So beautiful. And Chamo, let's put together the Medikal mess and
the Medikal one. It happened here in Ghana.
Yes.
Oh, Charlie.
At Wembley.
That's bad. I mean,
and you say Wembley,
there is a popular spot in Kotobabi called Wembley. Oh, sorry, Wembley in Kotobabi. Oh, sorry.
Inside your Waka Russia.
Oh, okay. Now I get a confusion.
Okay. So this is bad. I mean, even the way I don't know if that guy was a security guy or the one who.
Camera guy.
So it was even a camera
guy.
He went to put.
Oh,
so
which camera guy was that?
No, the guy has been traveling.
The media guy.
Okay.
But he was.
Okay,
so he was holding the camera.
He was holding the camera.
Okay.
And then where were the security people?
No security, I'm sure.
This is really bad. I mean,
I think Medikal
did not went with the guys.
Yes, he did not go with security. It's true.
Wrong.
So then the Medikal and his team would also take some blame here.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
I
think
will blame them.
the organizers, I mean, they messed up. But you have to put your personal security into your own hands. So this is a mess. But I think he handled it so well. Just that he should be careful. I mean, sometimes you may not get it easy like that. For even a camera guy to come and say, hey, Charlie, you can't do that. And the guy was, why? Like, he was so comfortable and going through that thing. I mean, this is bad. I think Medikal and the team, they should learn from this. They should learn from this, and they should be careful. Because next time he may not get it.
This guy could have done
anything. I mean, the guy was so comfortable doing his thing, and this is not cool. It's not cool, so he should be careful. And then with the Stonebwoy and then the children. Kids, I mean, this is nice. It's just nice like that. You hardly see celebrities bringing their kids out like that. Some people may not see it as a good thing, but yes, just looking at the face value, you don't have to go deep to find fault about this. I mean, this just having fun, and so I think we should just take it like that. And it's nice to do something like that. At least he's also portraying the other side of him, that he's a family man. He's taking care of his family, and they are happy and all that. That's the message that he is coming out, and we should just take it like that. I mean, if you have a good family, you'll be happy. Like Stonebwoy is happy with the family at this point. So let's take it like that. This is nice.
And he's a young guy too, so for the way he's going with his family,
yes, that's nice. Yeah.
Wow. Could you put the two together and let's wrap up?
Yeah, with how Medikal reacted, yes, it is very okay as an artist, because at that point, if you don't take care, you may lose focus if you try to pay attention to the fun.
But I've seen some artists stamping on others.
Yes.
Remember the Cardi B one?
Yes,
where the
one.
guy who threw water on
For
her.
that one. But this one, he wasn't coming to harm you. When he came, he just put the mic trying to.
No, Kojano didn't come.
No. I'm talking about if the guy punched him, it would have been a different reaction. Because you compare to the Cardi B incident, somebody threw water at the person. But this one, when the guy came, you could see his intentions. That is why he also reacted in that way. But the problem is, there was a security lapse, which at this point in time, I want to believe Medikal should be aware that you can't even trust event security. That is why artists, even his own friend Shatawale, has a personal security. And even with them, we could get people who can sneak. All these fans, because of their number, at any point in time,
they can break the
code. But because the security team is alert, if they get closer, they may have people to come and salvage the situation. And in this case, look at the guy. It was just the camera guy who was at that point focusing on picking shots. So his attention is not on the artist security. So you ask of where was the other person, the PE, and that person supposed not to act as a security man at that same instance, because probably he's holding your water, checking if you are okay. You need something that will aid your performance. So you need extra men who act as security people, and clearly you could see that there was nobody like that. That's why it would take the camera guy to leave whatever he was doing to come and sack the guy from there. And so they shouldn't think that everybody there, because they are singing your song, they are your fans or they are your lovers. Enemies can also be there. That is why you have to be cautious of your security.
Even your fans, they can.
Some of them can misbehave out of
excitement
and all of that. So it is wrong for Medikal to be just moving with people who are not security conscious. It's high time he employ people to manage the state for him in terms of security, blocking some of these fans, intruders, and all of that. Else, you may not know what may happen next. They don't. In our space, we take things so for granted.
We take everything
it's like normal. Let's go normal. No, it's until something happens.
You see the Cardi B's security people. Giants.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to do that. It's high time. You are a big artist, so getting security people to follow you shouldn't be a big deal. It is for your own good, because you may not know what will happen. With Stonebwoy, yes, Stonebwoy, I think he'll be the envy of some of his colleagues because because most of them may want to do this.
Of course.
When
this is beautiful.
When we saw that his wife was an active part of management, people were skeptical if it was going to work. But I think they are winning. When they go on trips, aside the business, there's certain videos that they show, the showcase, also add that feed into the mileage of wherever they go. And I think so far so good, they are winning. And bringing in their children tells you that yes, mostly we say celebrity marriages doesn't work, but so far so good. These two are doing it well, and they are combining their intelligence.
The last time I said celebrity marriage for Stonebwoy and the wife, people disagree with me.
I was one.
Oh, you're one of them?
Yeah. I told you this is not celebrity marriage. Stonebwoy is a celebrity, and a celebrity married a woman, and the woman, because of the man's fame, the woman also became famous. But when we talk about celebrity marriage, we are talking about two people who are famous who get married, like Beyonce and Jigga. Like, so that's
Medikal and Fela.
Exactly, Medikal and Fela. They were all famous in their own way, and they got married. Because if you marry,
so now would you describe her as a celebrity?
He's known, yes. Louisa is known,
Okay.
yes, but you.
So he's not a celebrity.
Oh, he's famous. You can say he's a celebrity. But the
so
point
then
is,
when we say celebrity marriage,
celebrity marriage is together. when we say it has its own definition, and it's about two celebrities getting married. Because there are other celebrities who got married that their spouse are not in the face of the people. Can you say that it is a celebrity?
No.
So, but celebrities married them.
A celebrity couple.
So that is it. Basically, the two people should be known. Because Louisa wasn't known when Stonebwoy married her. But automatically, if you also want to be in the face because of where the man is, you'll be known. That is what I'm saying. Then what becomes of the Jiggers and the Beyoncés? How do we call them?
Oh, they are also celebrities.
That is the celebrity. Because
even within the celebrities, we have celebrities.
Oh, of course, that one there. We know
we have
one over
superstars,
there.
but still we have stars. Star marriage. Yes. So it is good. It is working, and you could see that this is a united family, that they can even put the children in whatever they are doing. And how fulfilling would that be if an artist, you have the support of your family, from your wife to even your children. He's enjoying a time of his life, and I want to believe he's so happy what he's doing now. A lot of them may wish that their women may be following them through trips and all of that, share the moment with them, because and to the women as well, the women will love it because you are part of your husband. We know this kind of job is the one that takes your man away from you for so long. Some of them, their wives are even like they spend just few times with
them,
with their spouse. And this one, you are into it, decisions, movement, and all of that.
Business.
Exactly. So you are enjoying marriage, and you are enjoying business at the same time. And we know this job also comes with some fun and all of that. And this time, you may not be doing it with any other woman, but your own wife.
Your wife.
Yeah, so there's peace.
So the lady is enjoying.
The lady is winning. In fact, the lady is winning, because if you imagine the man is out there and
he said many people would want to do it.
Oh yeah.
Of course, they will wish.
No, there are some people who wouldn't want that a bit.
They will wish. There's a reason why they wouldn't want to do that.
Exactly.
But in this case, that your wife is also part of your management. If the person is with you, because it's not only about the affection, but we share ideas and all of that. So any man or any artist, if your woman is also knowledgeable about your business and is with you, you will be happy, because it saves you a lot of things. But if your woman is not so in tune with your business, and it will be just the affection, it will be better off letting the person stay. But this man, their case is different. So if any artist has such a woman or a man with them, they may want to travel with them, because the benefits, you are so secured that, or even your food and all of that, you are secured that there's somebody who can take this space and emotions and all of that.
Okay, nice.
I think the behavior of the woman is also
yes.
It's a huge part of it.
If the woman is really accommodating, and she's that type who can just let something slide. If there is that woman or baby, a champa,
and by now she's at the back also minding her business. It's part of it.
Let's close up.
For Medical's case there, I think it was just a security lapse. That one there, both on the part of the organizers and as well as Medikal and his team. Yes, we always say the first point of security starts with you. So yes, on that score we can all agree that Medikal, from his point, did not if there was probably maybe he went with his security, but then if they weren't aware of such labs there. And Americans say if they weren't aware of such labs, then it shows how.
No, he did not go there.
if you go with security,
it will be the
you move
security.
with an artist. So where do they position them?
That's why.
No, there, his security was. Don't let us
Even
waste
the
time.
camera guy.
No, don't let us waste
To be the
time.
one
So
going
why
to-
do you want to?
So I'm saying this because you see on some stages they don't allow so many people on stage. Okay.
No.
Maybe
Roland, so ni ma dey na asanta tunu man come one. Na sanka security was sanka camera guy in the back. Yes, what we are saying is that everybody has said it can happen. Kojo said it that Omube does so but still sample can. Anka security can go and come be said now. Anka
It's
come
not a well secure stage.
So
Look at
yes.
this.
I agree. And you see how the guy even came on stage in the crowd. I tell you, so many people probably might not take like Omar Dream, because you see the guy came. The guy is well dressed though. The guy is well dressed though. One the way a guy dressed, you might mistake him. One say na obisu obifu frosu jina echile ono. So before for so like address signature. So you might even you might take him for maybe one of the workers of the event.
No problem. By the action after this incident,
it's wrong. I'm not saying it is right.
Security doesn't take people because they assume they will block them before maybe somebody will come and say, oh, this person is part of the organization.
he wasn't even like.
No,
he reacted to the camera guy. You see, he was like, why?
You see, the camera guy would be one of the first people to react because no, the position on stage, no, aside the artist, it is the camera guy that normally will be allowed on stage. Like
but security.
Yes, security will be allowed on stage. But the project say in terms of say artists they performing workers aside say him say a higher security threat zone. A higher security threat zone. Say a place people don't assume say people can rush you.
Ghana shows now can
weekend we hear who be Miss weekend hear who be jai.
Mami je the no like me person all class
no, I'm talking about people
weekend they who want fast security for anko.
Exactly.
Funny
it is because no, sometimes people assume say the environment wouldn't be so much and yet baby a man for be rush you.
But Roland can was me one can say on papa fast security. I don't know more can one fast security anko. One fast security. And because one fast security anko na fe yento aso. That you won't man come on our to be frank.
Because mama can see now that you punching. No, I'm talking, you don't let me land that you punching. I'm talking about that's why you don't understand what I'm saying. So it is definitely a lapse on both the organizers and Medikal. That one is established. Now to Stonebwoy, it is also beautiful because yes, we've seen the likes of Beyonce performing with her daughter and all that. And it feels, yes.
The last Ivy Blue. Yes, the Ivy Blue.
Ivy Blue, yes.
Okay.
It feels good, and you
Blue
see
Ivy. Sorry,
Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy. Yeah.
Some people call it Ivy.
Blue
You see, sometimes people would wish their children would also take like their career path.
Okay.
And these are some of the ways that you can
bring them in.
Yes, you can easily bring them in. Perhaps the daughter, you see from her moves, you can see that she's a very
expression and
all. She's a very good dancer. And if you should train her by that, she may not be a musician though, but she could equally be a very good dancer still in the art space. As well as the guy, you probably may not know what he would also pick up in the art space. Maybe or no who introducing you to stage, he might pick a different direction, maybe being a bandsman, a drummer or something. And it is good say now wait me do. Oh, Asani there. Asani. Omo nom kro bia no man sound no anum jai. Asani there. So it's good. Congratulations to Stonebwoy. I agree with Kojo. So many people would wish that they would be able to do something like this. But this one, enyo bia so na betimi aye.
Okay.
Because sometimes even the people that you bring in like closer to you as an artist, their understanding of what you do plays a major role. Not you, your intention to bring them, no.
Yeah.
Their understanding of what you are doing plays a major role. Because sometimes you are supposed to do a back-to-back show and your sleep might even be less than 5 hours. Some people, if they don't understand some of these things that come with their job, they might not understand. And time I hear so, yeah, move, you know. Oh, it's that time we're being in name. Wadafa.
A bit slow down. Yeah, so like Chebo said, depending on which woman is in your life, reason you would allow some of these things to happen. That's why I was thinking it is not everybody who would envy this because Obi Wanzo no answer pending in mind dada. Don't perceive your to join the name. Of course, we understand. So yes, big ups to Stonebwoy. In fact, when I saw the video, I just admired it and shouts to man like Van Dako. He says, if you don't talk about this, you won't understand. I say, shut up, and then Marco kind of shouts to Van now. Special thanks to Team Dodi Solomon, thanks for coming through. Kojo King, thanks for coming through. Roland Amate, same way, thanks for coming through. To Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, and man like Currency, Digital Rasta, for handling our camera for us. So just for you to know that we were slow over the weekend, but now we are back. So from tomorrow, all the stories that we have not been able to catch up, you guys should wait for it. We are coming hard. Yeah, out of here. My name is Sammy Flex.